Anxiety is one of the main causes of mental suffering in contemporary society and, tragically, it is also among the factors that contribute to suicide. To better understand this issue, we need to look at the brain, and a fascinating discovery in neuroscience gives us important clues. Pleasure and pain share the same space in the brain. Yes, the same brain region that processes pleasure also deals with pain, like two opposite sides of a scale. When something pleasurable happens, like eating your favorite candy or listening to your favorite music, the scales tip towards the side of pleasure. On the other hand, when we experience something painful, like a cut on our finger, the scales tip towards the side of pain. But here's the key point: the brain seeks balance. He doesn't want to remain tilted to any one side for too long. This self-regulation mechanism, called homeostasis, is essential not only in the functioning of the body, but throughout the universe. When the scales tip, it creates stress either toward pleasure or pain. And it is precisely here that we encounter a problem in modern life: the excess of pleasurable stimuli. Today, we have easy and constant access to delicious and unhealthy foods, social media, video games, pornography, and other activities that trigger spikes in dopamine, the neurotransmitter associated with pleasure. Although these things give us a pleasant time, they overload the brain's reward system. Why is this problematic? Because after each pleasure spike, the brain not only tries to level the scales, it also tips it toward the pain side as part of a process known as the opponent process. This is why, after eating a piece of chocolate, you feel like eating more. Or, after an hour of playing video games, you want to play for longer. Or have that last beer, which often won't be the last. This vicious cycle is worsened by the fact that, over time, the brain adapts to stimuli. The same pleasure you initially felt diminishes, and the pain that comes afterwards intensifies. To compensate, we ended up increasing the dose: more food, more hours playing, more beers. And thus, the balance of the reward system becomes increasingly compromised. The result is an increasing burden on the pain side, which can lead to allostasis, when the brain can no longer return to its baseline. In this state, we become trapped in symptoms such as anxiety, irritability, insomnia, and even depression. And this explains a lot about the problems of modern society. Comfort and money are important, but they are not synonymous with happiness, much less mental well-being. Rich countries, with access to an abundance of resources and stimuli, have the highest rates of anxiety, depression, and suicide. This is no coincidence. Our primitive brains were simply not designed to deal with such a convenient, overloaded world of artificial rewards. But then, what can we do? The solution begins with a dopamine fast, an intentional break from activities that overstimulate our reward system, such as social media, fast food, video games, pornography, and consumption of legal and illicit drugs. This allows the brain to regain balance. At first, you may feel worse, the pain side will feel heavier. But with patience and time, it usually takes about a month for dopamine regulation to take hold. You will begin to rediscover pleasure in the simple things in life. There is the Buddhist concept linked to neuroscience of happiness, a good state of mind. It's simpler than it seems. That doesn't mean it's easy. Remember, excessive use of pleasurable activities is not a solution to anxiety or depression, it is the cause. Reconnecting with a state of balance is fundamental to mental health and well-being. Being able to live the journey of life. Because, contrary to what is imposed on us since we were children, we have no duty to get anywhere. You are what is here and now. Pursue your goals by doing what you love, because the process is all you have. And that's where your life is going. So, how about seeking a lighter and more balanced life, to elevate your mind forever? Gratefulness.